I don't even know what to say. What the heck did I just watch? I have so many questions. Yes! Oh, I'm so pumped. Well, guys, the Dexter Resurrection trailer has dropped, and do I have some questions? You ready for Resurrection, Bubba? Who's my little serial killer? Who's my little serial killer? Welcome back, Channel Surfers. Today's video, we're going to talk about the Dexter Resurrection trailer.
Hallelujah.
Yeah. The Dexter Resurrection trailer has dropped and it looks phenomenal. The cast is phenomenal. The plot looks really interesting. I'm super excited. I feel like a kid counting the days down until Christmas. Are you guys excited? Let us know in the comments below how pumped you are for Dexter's return. But before we get into that, I just want to let our viewers know that we are full steam ahead. We have tons of new content coming out real soon. Lots of huge Terrifier giveaways coming. So stop what you're doing right now and hit that bell button and make sure you get notified when we put out new content so you don't miss any of these new big giveaways we got coming up. Set to premiere on July 11th, we're going to get hit with 2 episodes back to back. And not only that, guys, but according to Michael C. Hall himself, this isn't just going to be a one-off season. They're going to be doing multiple seasons of this. And from the looks of the trailer, I can see how they have enough story and content and definitely enough actors to want to sign up to be a part of this. So before I even watched the trailer, I had a couple questions that I've been pondering ever since New Blood ended. Like, how are they going to build a new life for Dexter? Is he going to have to continue flying under the radar? And how's he going to do that set in New York? Is Dexter going to face some legal trouble? Is he going to actually go to court over this? What happened to Harrison? He just tried to kill his dad. Angela has exposed Dexter as potentially being the Bay Harbor Butcher to Batista. Does anybody else know that yet? But there's one big question that I need answers for. My question is, if not for the accusation of being the Bay Harbor Butcher, he did kill the coach, Logan, the sergeant, a police officer, right? So why is he not in cuffs? So did something happen to Angela? Did Harrison go back and kill her to cover that up because he thought his dad would survive? I mean, that sounds like a stretch, but I'm trying to make sense of this, right? Because he obviously was taken to the hospital, and at some point they would have found Logan's body, and it's got to be Dexter, right? He was the one who was locked up, so Dexter's a wanted man. Why is he not in cuffs in the hospital? So let's go over what we've seen in the trailer and what we know as of now. Another burning question we have all had is, how is Batista going to react when he sees Dexter? I'll tell you how he reacts in the trailer. He gives him a nice big hug. I was like, wait a minute, there's no way he still has doubts, right? After all the times it got brought up in the original series, and now a complete stranger who's called him and has told him he's faked his death. Like, why would you fake your death? Then to boot, in the trailer, it shows Dexter escaping out of the window after reuniting with Batista. So if there was any doubts, there definitely can't be any now. And I really don't think that he could have had any doubt before that, which leads me to one very interesting conclusion. Did Batista know all along? And if he did know, well, that throws a wrench in my whole perspective of Batista, because he's one of the most loyal, law-abiding, and moral characters from the entire series. So I just can't see him not doing anything about it. But if he was aware, I'm sure the writers will do a good job at taking us along on a believable journey of why he didn't say anything. Or maybe I'm looking too deep into this, and maybe Batista's whole plan was to approach him in a kind manner so that he could talk him into turning himself in and facing a trial, because if he's actually innocent, he should have nothing to worry about, right? Maybe it's just that simple. Now, one of my favorite twists in this trailer that I just think is super creative, Peter Dinklage. He plays a billionaire who's obsessed with serial killers. And when you first hear that, you think like, Charles Manson, Ed Gein, Ted Bundy, Jeffrey Dahmer. No, we're not talking about dead serial killers or serial killers in prison. We're talking current serial killers. He literally collects them.
The best of the best in every field. Let's show and tell, baby.
Now, it's not clear why he's obsessed with serial killers, outside of the normal, like, it's intriguing and interesting and kind of taboo. We don't know if he's paying these people to kill people for him, or if he just gets off on sitting around and having breakfast with people who like to stab people in the face. I'm not sure. Then we see a sit down between Batista and Harrison, and Batista tells Harrison that he's going down a dark path, and Harrison looks to be distraught and upset, right? So I'm thinking, is Harrison hunting and looking for his dad to try to finish the job that he started, or he's just dealing with his own dark passenger now? We also see Ghost Harry talking to Dexter, and he tells Dexter to be careful, son, and Dexter says, I'm tired of being careful. And it kind of made me wonder, right? Like, does that mean he's going to be sloppy from now on? Or is it just because Dexter's going down this new path where he may have a different reason for killing? Is he going to be breaking the code? Or is it just the fact that he's doing things differently now and creating a new system that, Harry's not too happy with? I mean, because at this point, does Dexter really have anything to lose? Unless he's actually going to ultimately end up fighting a battle in court, at this point, he might as well have some fun, right? And even if he does end up having to fight his battle in court, that's something that I can't imagine he ever wants it to get to. Like, I feel like he would actually probably attempt to take his own life if it came down to there was no way he could escape. There's no way he can get away with it. I don't think he wants to go to prison. So ultimately he's going to do whatever he can to avoid it. And I think if he did end up in prison, he'd probably find a way to get out, and then we'd be watching a Prison Break Dexter kind of hybrid. Now let's talk about the cast for Resurrection. As I'm sure you all know, we have an insanely star-studded cast, and I think, again, this speaks volumes for the love people have for Dexter and how legendary his character in the show has become. I mean, we've got some pretty big names. It's like a football team. You got a good quarterback, a good running back, you got good wide receivers. You're going to kick some ass. Anyways, you guys get the point. Before we wrap this up, let's go over the recently released titles to all 10 episodes from Dexter Resurrection. Episode 1, A Beating Heart, kinda obvious. Dexter survives. It was cold outside, slowed his blood flow. Episode 2, Camera Shy. Imagine that has to do with him flying under the radar. Maybe he almost gets caught or something. Maybe he sees a camera and realizes there's cameras everywhere. I mean, after all, he is in a big city. Episode 3, Backseat Driver. Episode 4, Call Me Red. Episode 5, Murder Horny. I gotta admit, I kind of like that title. Sounds like a pretty cool song or something that I would really like. Or a really edgy porno. Episode 6, Cats and Mouse. Maybe Batista chasing him. Maybe it's Harrison chasing him. Episode 7, Course Correction. Maybe he has a moment where he realizes he's going down a path that he needs to change. Maybe he relocates. Who knows? This is all speculation at this point. Episode 8, The Kill Room, where it happens. Not sure what that means other than the kill room is where it happens. Episode 9, Touched by an Angel, Angel Batista. So they definitely meet back up at some point. If he's able to evade him the whole time, we know in episode 9 there's going to be some kind of a standoff between the two, good or bad, who knows. Maybe he helps him, because like I said, he could have known the whole time. And then finally, the finale, episode 10, And Justice for All. And that's why I wonder if he actually has to go on trial. And man, is that going to be weird to see Dexter sitting in a courtroom, right? I think he's way too clever. I mean, he worked for Miami Metro for years and years and killed people, right under their noses, and was able to swap evidence and hide stuff. So I imagine it's not going to be too hard for him to get out of this one. Well, that about wraps it up, guys. Thanks for stopping by. I truly appreciate you taking the time to watch the video. If I could get you to do me one more favor, hit that subscribe button, smack that like button, and hit the bell so you can be notified when we put out new videos, because we will be thoroughly covering the Dexter Resurrection series. Every episode, every week, stop by Channel 116. See you next time.